Hello everybody, my name is Jagiero and welcome back to episode 72 of Jagiland. It has been quite some time since my last video for reasons I will get into, but I'd like to start off today's episode by saying Happy New Year! Happy New Year 2018. Where does the time go? That's actually quite scary, I have to say. In the last episode, I was working on I was actually just gathering materials originally for the Nether hub, and it turned into a fight against the Wither. What's going on here? I haven't... Why? That's not supposed to be like that. Oh, yes, that's right. I started changing the terrain around this area, and then just, forgot. So, over here, I would just like to show you the cathedral in the new textures. Yes, these are the new... default textures for Minecraft that are available to download from the Minecraft.net website, and I like them. To be honest, I quite like them. I do think the cobblestone is a little bit bubbly. I do like the andesite. I think that's pretty cool. The rest, not too many changes, to be honest. The wood's like a little bit more beveled, I think is a good word for that. But yeah, I don't mind them. I know there's been quite a little bit of uproar, and I do believe the guy that makes them, Japper, I believe on Twitter, is it Jasper's real name? I can't remember. I believe he is still working on them and he's going to be making changes and stuff, but all in all, I like them. I do actually like them, so yeah, it's pretty cool. I won't be working on the cathedral today. I am actually going to work on the Nether hub today. And today might actually be a little bit of a talky episode, but hopefully I can get quite a lot of work done as well. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've just made a few subtle little changes to the Nether hub. This is just so I can farm some Nether wart and cook up a whole lot of Nether brick. And yeah, some storage stuff over there. But yeah, so last episode I mentioned that the sort of theme of the new Nether hub is going to be a very contrasty kind of version of this. This is all very grey. Well, the new one is going to be very purple and red, and also white, with the quartz, the red nether brick, and just regular nether brick. Now, the red nether brick and the nether brick textures have changed, but they're okay. I think they still work. They are slightly different from what I wanted, but I spent so much time on the design that I'm not changing it now. So that's fine. It's all fine. This is the new netherrack texture, by the way, and I don't mind it. At the end of the day, it's always been a really ugly block, and it's still an ugly block, so that's okay. That pigman is having a tough time over there. That's all right. It's okay. The soul sand has these like little soul faces and stuff. They look pretty cool, but it looks quite repetitive when it's all together. Yeah. Incidentally, the red nether brick is made with nether wart and the actual nether bricks, and that's quite costly, I have to say, because I'm going to need a lot of it. So a lot of farming. Great. Always enjoy that part of Minecraft, don't I? Okay, so over here, I have the Nether Star from fighting the Wither in the last episode, and let's see if I can remember how to make this. So I'm guessing that with that, and then that. Hey! Ah! Okay, great. Amazing, my brain actually worked on something. Fantastic. Okay, so through here, I've actually just set up a bottom section for a beacon, because I would like to get some haste too, so that I can tear out all of that stone. Another quick job, of course. Okay, did I actually I believe I've cut this. Yes. Yeah, so, okay, so you can see at the top I've actually gone to bedrock. I'm hoping that I remember correctly and that beacons actually go through bedrock, because you know beacons normally need access to sunlight. Hopefully it's okay through the bedrock, so let's try this. Okay. Alright, so that works. Really? I've only just reached that. I have, like, this is my third beacon? It's my third beacon in this world. I don't have any ingots. Wait. Ah, This is going to be a bit costly, but I have a diamond at least, so that's okay. Oh, the new block. The new diamond block. Oh. I quite like that. It's like something from that, is it Bejeweled, that game? I like that. That's fancy. Okay, so let's go for, how do we write this again? Haste 2, put the thing in, press the thing. Haste 2, brilliant. Now, I'm hoping I've done this close enough to my nether hub for that to actually still be useful. I think I'm going to be fine. Like, maybe there'll be a problem over in the far corners, but it should be okay. Alright, guys, so what I've got to do is I have to actually tear out all of this. All of the stone, the leaves, the floor, even the portal needs lifting up 1 block, so even that's got to go. And I've also got to take out this room here, because this can't stay there. The floor is going to be changing too much, so it cannot stay. Why do I give myself so much work every project? Like, every time, just so much work. I better get on with it. Okay, guys, so as you can see, I've been working very frustratingly, I have to say. So what I've done, I've dug out a huge cube, and then I've just filled in sections of it around the bottom area just to make it a circle. And this is the actual shape for the bottom section anyway, so that's all good. But above that, there will be an even wider circle. Honestly, I just haven't got the will to dig anything else out anymore. I'm just done. You'll notice that I have no haste buff because it does not reach to this end of the nether hub. So obviously I'm going to have to move that, but I was just feeling too lazy, quite honestly. Just far too lazy for it. Okay, guys, so Happy New Year. I don't know if I said that at the beginning of the episode, and it seems a little bit weird saying it now, but yeah, I obviously haven't talked to you guys since New Year, so Happy New Year. Hope you've had a good holidays. I hope you've all managed to get as fat as I have from all the Christmas treats and things like that. My Christmas time, honestly, was quite up and down, and I mentioned that I'm going to talk to you guys about why there's been no videos up until now, and that's obviously part of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about that while trying to build without getting blasted by the ghasts that keep spawning in this area. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure they'll leave me alone. Not a chance. Okay, so where to start, really? I need the pillars, the regular... Yeah, so I'm just going to build this up for now and see where we get to. So it starts with my father. My father, as I've mentioned before, is a very practical man. That's the wrong block. He is the one that sort of made sure he taught me various household skills and things like that I've talked about before that I actually think was a pretty invaluable lesson, and that other people should take on board with their own children. Not really telling you how to raise your kids or anything. Don't take that the wrong way. But yeah, it starts with him. So he is a very active person. He like bike rides everywhere. You know, like 7 days a week. Why have I done that in the wrong place? He goes off on bike rides all over the place for miles and miles around, and he tries to eat very healthy and things like that. So, you know, he's like I say, he's just a very healthy kind of person, and so it was a big shock to us when 4 or 5 weeks ago he had a stroke. He actually had 2. He had a minor stroke that obviously still required hospital treatment, and then he had a massive stroke in the hospital itself, which is obviously bad that it happened, but is actually a bit of a blessing, the fact that he was already in the hospital, so that's, I guess, a good thing. But yeah, it has affected him immensely. Just that's the best word I can think of right now. He lost the use of his well, everything down the left side of his body, essentially. His left arm, leg, and also some of the vision in his left eye is not there anymore. Is that really the best way to say it? I guess just be blunt about it. It's I don't want to say he's blind in it, but it's very impaired in his left eye. All very common symptoms of having a massive stroke. And yeah, this happened, like I said, 4 or 5 weeks before Christmas. He spent the majority, well, yeah, he spent all of that in the actual hospital. And so I've been having to go sort of back and forth between, well, I've been going like to work and then to my mother's and then to the hospital and then back home. And it's honestly, it's just been really exhausting. So that's the reason that I haven't been recording. I've just been too tired. Which sounds like a crappy excuse, but I'm pretty sure you can understand in the circumstances. So yeah, and then yeah, it's just been a very tough time for me and my family. When I say my family, it's basically just me and my mother and my nan in this area. Yeah, it's just been. You try to imagine seeing this rock of a man just become helpless. He couldn't move in the bed other than, you know, obviously movement in his right arms and legs. Yeah, it's just such a very tough time for, well, I say a very tough time for us, obviously a lot tougher for him. To go from being so active as well to this it's been just very difficult for him to deal with, and it's still very difficult. You know, we've been pretty lucky up until now, up until 2017 with family illnesses and things like that. We have been, like I said, pretty lucky. Our family in general, I mean, by the way. You know, we haven't really had to deal with this kind of thing, so it's been, it's just been tough. It's just been very tough to deal with. You know, when not only not expecting it, but when it's something that's never happened to your family or anyone in your family, for it to suddenly just happen and you have literally no idea what to do. It's just been very difficult. But luckily, it's not all bad news. In fact, he's actually home now. He came home on the Friday before Christmas, and we were given, I think, 3 days' notice to. They basically said he can come home if you can make your house safe for him, if you know what I mean. And it basically involved me having to rush around, having to shift a load of furniture, bring a bed downstairs because he wouldn't be able to actually use the stairs. And then, you know, you have to arrange carers and things like this to come every day. And he's, but yeah, he's making some progress. It is, like I said, it's not all bad news at the minute. In fact, he's doing okay. He's making some progress with he has physiotherapy 2 or 3 times a week. I'm just putting this pattern in and I'm just going to see what it looks like. I don't really know, but I wanted something around the portal because it was looking a bit plain in my original design, I think. Yeah, he's having physio 2 or 3 times a week, and the physios are quite. They're very impressed with his determination, which is something that he's never been lacking. So he's very determined, and they've worked on his leg first because apparently that the movement comes to that much more quickly than his arm, and it has. He's not walking yet, but he has a certain amount of movement, and he can almost hold himself up still, almost just by stud. Obviously he usually has the physiotherapists around him, and I've been doing some stuff with him as well. And we did find out last week that the physiotherapist has seen some movement in his left arm, which had nothing before. It's just like a dead weight on his side, honestly. And yeah, so there's been movement in that, so that's very good news. So hopefully that's gonna start returning soon as well. So it's not all doom and gloom, you know. It's been a very difficult time, but he is slowly making progress. Speaking of progress, all I'm going to do now is nice segue, nice. I'm just going to fill the floor in with this regular nether brick, and then I will chop out a load of it and pepper in a bunch of the other blocks that I've got on my inventory here. So we're going to mix up some black terracotta, some red concrete, and some red nether brick, and then in the corners, did I show you last video? I think I showed you. Oh, well, I mentioned it, but I didn't actually show you. I'm going to pepper in some like forks of orange and yellow concrete, gonna go this way, and then the glass on top, and it's all gonna it's gonna look like sort of lava, but a little bit. Well, I just basically didn't want to use actual lava, so I'm gonna try and make some sort of rivulets of lava, I think. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, I guess. So I'm just gonna fill this in, and then. Yeah, this is going to be a long progress as well, but one good thing about this is once I get the glass over the top of it, none of these little bleeders will spawn, and I'll have no ghasts blowing up my chest anymore. I can't wait. So something kind of like this. You know, it doesn't look like much now, but it will eventually. I promise you, it'll look better when it's all done. It's fine. You have to think of the bigger picture. But you can already see the contrast between the dark and the light of the quartz. And, yeah, that's going to be the sort of central theme of this. I think it's going to look good. I think it really will. To be honest, I did the version in creative, and, ooh, that looks a bit, might use more of the yellow rather than the orange, I think. I did it all in different sections, and I didn't really put it together, so I don't actually know what it's going to look like together, but we shall see. These pigmen are so annoying, by the way. I don't really know if I ended up finishing my story, but I guess I did. That's basically where we're at the moment. Dad is just recovering, and there's not much we can do. Like I said, he has carers in currently twice a day. And otherwise, it's my mother trying to sort of help him as much as she can, and then I'm around every day. So I'm not going to say that the videos are going to be back to any kind of regular scheduling, although my scheduling was always a bit off anyway. But you know, I've got more time now. I feel a little bit like I have just the time to spare a little bit, just a little bit for you guys. Anyway, okay, so that looks pretty cool, I think. I've tried to do it so that it's going towards the tunnels in the corners, so it does lead there. It might look a little bit weird. Should I stick a little bit like that, maybe? A little bit of the orange. I have no more orange left. Okay. That's fine. I like that. It's just... there. It was annoying me because it wasn't attached enough. Yeah. That looks too much, doesn't it? It does. Okay. It's fine. Leave it. It's fine. Right, so I've just got to do all those in every corner, and then throw in the random sort of red coloured blocks. Alright, so I'm just going to pillar up here just to show you guys what I've done on the floor. I've covered it all in glass now. Oh, that's the... that's fine. Okay. I've covered it all in glass now. Black glass around the edges of the lava, and then random orange and yellow for the actual lava. I did try adding some red in there, and it just looked a little bit weird. So, yeah. The floor, as you can see, it's still got a very dark, contrasty feel to it, even with the random red spots in it. I think it's also got black terracotta. I remember doing that in some sections. I don't know if I did it in all of them. Let's just... hope that I did. Yeah, so it looks okay. The little random red spots, I don't know if that's really appropriate, in all honesty, but yeah, I'm not taking them out now. Forget it, it's fine. I think it looks pretty good. I don't mind it. It's supposed to look like lava flowing out, and I think that kind of comes across. It looks pretty cool in like a central point of view, but I just can't get a very good view of it. Anyway, okay, so while I've not been recording videos, I have actually still been playing Minecraft. I really want to tell you guys about this. I've been playing Minecraft on a survival server. Oh yes, on a multiplayer server. I've been playing Strange Country. I'm just going to talk to you while I build up these walls, I think. Strange Country is the survival multiplayer server of Crying Mo, built for his sort of Twitch subscribers, twitch.tv/CryingMo. I believe it's usually in my description. I don't think I took it out at any point. I'm pretty sure it's in there. And yeah, so if you guys ever want to sort of see if I'm around, then I'm quite likely on his stream if he's streaming. And yeah, I've just been playing that in my downtime while at my parents', you know, playing on my crappy laptop. I say crappy, it's actually not that bad. It's an Alienware one, and it costs quite a lot of money, and it's still like pretty good, so it's fine. But anyway, the connection is not so great, but that's all right. Small sacrifice to make while helping out my parents as much as I can. And but yeah, I can't record videos while I'm there, so that's just, you know, it's just, you're just gonna have to deal with that. I think. I've actually taken about 3 days to record this video so far, so my time is still fairly limited, guys, so you'll just have to bear with me for the videos. I'm pretty sure that most of you will understand. But yeah, I just wanted to mention Crying Mo. Oh, and I also want to mention a certain Crying Mo subscriber, fellow Crying Mo subscriber, Alex Applegate. I just want to thank him for a special bit of support he gave me just before Christmas, I think. So thank you very much, Alex. Much appreciated. Sure you know what I'm talking about. And what else I don't want to mention? Oh, let's talk about YouTube. Let's talk about YouTube. YouTube have, what's the word? They've begun a new policy. That I wanted a more fancy word than begun, but it's fine. They've instigated a new policy, whatever. Of, well, they've basically demonetized, or they will be demonetizing people who have not got 1,000 subscribers and have less than 4,000 views in a calendar year. Or was it 4,000 views? I believe so, something along those lines. So basically, I won't be making money on YouTube until I hit that threshold, I guess. It's a decision that's it's brought quite a few different opinions and out from people. I think a lot of these smaller YouTubers that it's actually affecting have been quite upset, understandably. A lot of the larger YouTubers have praised the decision. I don't understand the thinking myself, in all honesty. You know, they say it's all because of that idiot who released the controversial video that I won't even speak about. I suppose there's been several idiots, though, to be fair. I don't know what the reasoning behind affecting the smaller YouTubers is, but it doesn't really affect me because I didn't make any money on this channel anyway. So, you know, I think Amy Blue Sky put it pretty succinctly in a reply to me on Twitter, where she said that it's not what they've done, it's just the philosophy behind it. And I think that's a pretty good way to put that. I think that's what's more rubbed people up the wrong way. They feel like it's harming the smaller content creators. You know, instead of, I think the thinking behind it is probably just to give them a bar to try and reach before they can make some money. I just think it's very contrasting in, you know, ways of doing things versus Twitch, for instance, who have recently, I say recently, it was quite a while ago, but I say recently, they've installed a policy of the new affiliate system where you can become not like a full partner, but you can become an affiliate, which is like you have less perks, but still you can gain monetization from the subscribers. I can't remember what the other things are. I presume you get advertisers on there as well. I don't know. Things like that. You know, and that's to help out the smaller streamers and content creators. So that's, you know, that's like the opposite way of thinking, which and people have like widely praised that. And funny enough, the larger streamers condemned it initially. I don't know if that's still their opinion, but from what I've seen, a lot of them were not particularly happy you know, that these smaller content creators will get in a slice of the pie. I guess is the feeling there. But, you know, everyone has an opinion. None of them really matter at the end of the day, other than the companies and the board of directors and things like that are making these kind of decisions. I'm talking like I know if there's a YouTube board of directors. I haven't got a clue. I know nothing. I've actually heard that the YouTube company itself is actually very difficult to get hold of. The people in charge, like I know that actual content creators, some of them have like representatives and stuff, but even they're quite difficult to interact with. Just seems weird. It all seems just a little bit weird. Nope. Oh, it just. Okay, I'm sure I can figure this out. So annoying. Alright, speaking of weird, I do have to... Oh, I need chisel. Chisel, there we go. I do have to also give a shout out to the cast and crew of the Strange Country server for just being just such nice people. You know, Crymo has kind of built this mini community. Well, currently I would call it a mini community, but I've got a feeling it's going to grow quite a bit larger due to the fact that just everyone on there is just such nice people. And, you know, it's not been the easiest time for me, and they've just made it so much... just so easy to try and keep a handle on things and things like that. So yeah, I've got to say thank you to those guys. I'm not going to name them because I will forget some of them and then that'll just upset me. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to create a little bit of a pattern for the handrail. Well, I call it a handrail, like a guardrail around the central platform, like a balcony. And I can't remember if it's the Roman style or Greek style where they have these pillars and then they at the tops they like curl. They have this like curly bit at the end, and that's just basically what I'm trying to create here. I'm working to a screenshot that isn't very good as usual. So that's that section, and okay. I might have done that wrong. Oh no, okay. I got this, guys. I got this. Don't worry about this. So yeah, so I've thanked those guys. So I don't know if there's anything else I wanted to say for this particular episode. Next episode, let's talk about next episode. I have a bit of a story, and it's nothing to do with me. It's actually a story from the gaming industry. So it might be something that you guys are interested in. It's a fairly well-known story, but it's from a long time ago, so hopefully it'll be new to some of you at least. What am I doing here? This is just... I'm failing is what I'm doing here. Right, I need a block there just so I can, like so, get it out of my face. Okay, so that's like it's like curled around there, you see? And then we've got the same here, but going the other way. I need something here. Will a slab do? Yeah, I'm feeling that. So let's have a look at what that looks like down below. Okay, yeah. I think that could work, and I want to add some lighting because it does feel really dull. I know it's like he's using nether brick, so it will do, but I feel like if I add some of these end rods and stuff, we can actually help this, because at the end of the day, I can't have things spawning on these. So if you just put something on these blocks, what is this? Okay, so that's like that. And one there with an end rod on top of those. And then... Ooh, that's off. And then also, I could use these iron trap doors. There and there. Yeah. I feel like they're... Obviously, they're a slightly different shade, different colour, but I feel like they're okay. And then we'll just do... random. I've actually changed the design from a screenshot anyway, so the screenshot's not very useful. So that's okay. I quite like these little bits at the bottom where it looks kind of like teeth coming up from the bottom. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, so as you can see, it's already brightened it up so much, yeah. And then what's going to happen is on the top of this, it's just going to be this repeated, but like upside down. So those end rods are going to be facing towards each other, and I might be able to put a Oh, I can't there. But on these ones, I can put like a glass pane, like a red glass pane. Oh, that might look cool. Yes. I like that. I really do. So guys, I do apologise if this video is a little bit choppy and I've gone all over the place with it, but I've recorded it over this guy. This guy is really annoying. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, so I've recorded it over like the course of a couple of days, and it's just been all over the place, and my head is kind of all over the place at the moment. But I'm sure you'll forgive me for that. And yeah, I think I'm all out. I think I've run out of time for today. So what I'll do is next episode, we're going to finish off this. I will tell you that story that I mentioned. And how is there a fire up there? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Yeah, I'll tell you that story that I mentioned. And yeah, I'm not going to say when the episode is going to be, because like I said, it's going to be a little bit inconsistent for a little bit. But that's just the way it's got to be for now. For the roof, I'm going to do like a dome thing, I think, with like different red blocks dripping down, maybe something along those lines. I wanted to do that for the end portal room, and it didn't really work out, but I think I've got some sort of plan that might work a little bit better, maybe. Alright, okay guys, so if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and if you'd like to see more, click the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.